Good evening, everyone. Royce Miller here, coming back at you with yet another Let's Try. Tonight, I'm going a little nostalgic, but also a little new, because we have a Gummy Lunchable. Now, this is an interesting little tidbit here, because, gummy foods were all the rage when I was a kid. I think the SpongeBob Krabby Patty gummy was probably the most iconic of the late millennial, early Gen Zers. This is made by a Frankfurt gummy. I don't know if they're related to Oscar Mayer at all, because I do believe Lunchables themselves are Oscar Mayer owned. Oh, Kraft Foods. I'm sorry. I think Kraft is one of those big monopolies that owns everything. So what do we got in here? We have these little discs that look like they might be peach flavored. We have these little pepperonis that might be cherry. This cheese that looks like it could be coconut or pineapple. And this little bag of goo that could be strawberry, could be a lot of things. I could try to make this about, I thought about making a bit out of it, like, this is a regular Lunchable, it's so chewy, must turn bad. But, I'm not that kind of person, and it's not, I'm like, well, how about this? Oh, hold on. There we go. Sorry. I'm not that kind of person, and this isn't that kind of channel. Also, it's not April Fool's Day. Come on. Ah! This thing is sealed really tight. Brace it here because it's having a little trouble getting. There we go. Okay, so let's try to build a pizza. We'll take one of our discs. I'm not sure which side the goo is supposed to go on. I'm guessing the flat side? I don't know, because, there's a flat side, and then there's this side that's got, grill marks on it. Oh, don't run, don't get on my shirt. Then we sprinkle some cheese. Or, well, what is supposed to be cheese. Then we sprinkle some pepperoni. I always understuffed my first two pizzas so I could power load the third. Oh. It's all falling apart. This is terrible. Bottoms up. That is good. I actually like gummies a lot. One of my big things when I had braces was I hated that I couldn't have gummies. And the first thing I did when I got my braces off was get a bag of orange slices. So let's try isolating each of the individual components and see what each tastes like. Pepperoni just tastes like... Excuse me. Pepperoni just tastes like, I don't know, sugar. Let's see how the cheese tastes. More sugar. Let's try one of the pucks. Even more sugar. Man, this is disappointing. Because I was hoping for, like, each thing to have a different flavor to it. Like, because these look very peach adjacent. And then, you know, you could add the strawberry flavored goo and the cheese and stuff. Let's take a hit of this stuff, though. Oh, come on. It's tart, but still very sweet. It reminds me of the syrup you get in the cans of peaches. I mean, it's a good gummy, but I paid $5 for this. It's pure novelty, and, like, it's too much sugar for a kid. Arguably too much sugar for an adult. It's very messy. Like, my hands are all sticky and stuff now, and I'm not particularly fond of that. I don't know. I don't know if I can give this a thumbs up. I like the taste, but I just love gummies in general, you know? And I'm very glad that it's not flavored like the food. Like, because people do that sometimes. Like, you know, you'll release, like, Cheeto flavored jelly beans or whatever. I mean, I think the most obvious example is the Bean Boozled, formerly the Birdie Bots or whatever they called them when they were affiliated with Harry Potter. But I will say that is a bit of a... giving me a bit of a dry throat. Why don't we take a brief break and I'll get something to wash it down with. And we're back with Toxic Waste Green Apple Soda. This is in the candy section nearby the thing. Is this a twist off? Please be a twist off. That hurts. Hold on. We live in the future. We do not need to suffer in ignorance anymore. Thought maybe oh. Maybe not that. We'll just try a rag. There we go. Doesn't really smell anything. Well, hopefully this gives me superpowers. My top choices would be shapeshifting and reality alteration. Bottoms up. this have real apple juice in it? That doesn't taste very sour. Like this, I've had toxic waste candy before and it tastes way more sour than this. This tastes more like you juiced an actual apple and gave it to me. Like, I'll be damned, this tastes like an actual green apple. It is a little tart on the back end there, but the kinds of food I've had before, the kinds of the toxic waste candies I had before were just pure sour, just pure vile sour. And this is just a mildly sour soda. I mean, if it were that sour, I wouldn't finish it, but it actually makes a very pleasant combination with this. This actually tastes more like a seltzer with lime in it than anything. Or, like, imagine if a LaCroix actually tasted like the fruit it's supposed to be. Because this does taste like apple, but it tastes like real apple. It doesn't taste like the sour apple flavor you'd get from a Jolly Rancher or one of those caramel apple pops. The lip smacking in this one is going to be egregious, and I do apologize, but I mean, it's sour apple. Like, it's sour soda. You gotta give me a break here. I don't know, it's actually good. I don't even like sour apple usually, but I got it over sour cherry because sour cherry, the most sour drink I ever had was actually a cherry-flavored magnesium seltzer drink that helps flush the pipes. Which, if you, excuse me. If you do need to, if you really want a sour drink and need to bring the morning thunder, as it were, that is where you want to go, because this is just very mild, sour apple flavor. It's like a nice, crisp, tart apple. And yeah, I'm making a face, but I'd make that with a normal apple, too. I always loved glass bottles as a kid because we'd get bottle rockets, and obviously, you launch the bottle rocket out of the bottle. Although our favorite was always Sioux City Sarsaparilla. We'd get that from our grandma's, or from the local restaurant in our grandma's hometown, and grandpa's hometown, sorry. And so that'd be our 4th of July, was launching bottle rockets and drinking, excuse me, overpriced sarsaparilla out of a brown glass bottle. So this is actually a very pleasant experience, albeit not the bravado drink that maybe you want it to be. If I actually do think it tastes like it has fruit juice in it, even though it doesn't say it has fruit juice in it, which is weird. Like, I usually expect something that doesn't have any natural flavors in it to be tastes a little chemically, which would actually make sense for toxic waste, given, that's kind of the part of the branding. It models itself on toxic sludge, but this tastes like a seltzer drink, a good seltzer drink, and I don't understand it. Arguably, this should be swill. Like, that would be way more in flavor, literally, if it tasted like toxic swill. And then so if you just want a decent sour apple beverage, go for that. For this, I don't know. Maybe try one of the other flavors, like I saw that they also had a cheese and crackers one, and they even have hot dog ones I might try down the line. They do have another thing that I plan on trying soon. But, I don't know. The gummies are just sugar. It's just sugar and gelatin. That's good. This stuff, though, it's sticky, it gets everywhere, and it's more sour than the sour beverage. Let's see if we can get another shot of it. Sorry. Ugh. That one tastes very sour, but also very sweet. I know I've felt that before, that goo. At the gas station, they have these goo-filled gummy flies, and like the joke is that they're bugs that you bite into them and they squirt goo in them. Oh, you know what this is? This tastes like the inside of a gusher. That's what it is. Duh. They put the sugar goo from the gushers in a little sauce packets put on your gummy pizza. And honestly, it belongs on the inside of the gusher, not the outside. Because it's sticky, it gets everywhere. I'm going to need a spoon to finish this up. If I finish this up, who knows? That was actually a pretty interesting experience. Thank you all for joining me. I hope to see you again soon. I'll try to upload a video Saturday. I'm still trying to pick the prop I want to showcase. I have a idea in mind, and let's just say that it is smoking. This is Royce Miller, signing out.